Tom, 2 weeks of Nick Nat, how's it been playing with him back inside?
Yeah, it's a lot better playing with him than playing against him. He's an impressive person, impressive footballer, and it's pretty good when you're in the forward line. It's coming in the way it does when he's in there. He just does things that other ruckmen can't, but it's so good playing alongside him.
What have you learned from him?
Well, he's a bit of a thinker as well. Like, he's not, because he's came into the league so raw and so athletic. A few ruckmen figured him out early, like that he was just a good jumper, so he had to adapt his game and figure out different ways to combat people. And when you're up against someone like Aaron Sandilands on the weekend, he's got different plans because, same again, Sandy's just so big and just jumping all the time is not going to beat him. So we work pretty closely when we prep for a ruckman, and just some of his ideas are really, really smart.
So has he made you a better ruckman as a result?
Yeah, I think so. I think having him and Vards is also a good thinker, and Keegan Brooksby as well. It's a bit of a collaborative effort with Drew Petrie, and we always come in and it's a pretty good environment where we can put our thoughts through, and we're all improving every week.
Tom, your role obviously started with Nathan Vardy this year. What's it like now with Nick? Has your role changed, or will it look different in the coming weeks or as you progress towards finals?
Yeah, well, clearly, you're not going to outruck Nick Nat. He's the number one ruckman, and he's probably a top 2, top 3, probably the most influential ruckman in the comp, I think. So for me to stay in the team, I need to have influence as a forward, because I can't just get by playing 70 minutes a game as his backup. I've got to have some influence as a forward, whether it be defensively and putting goals on the board.
You did that on the weekend. How pleasing is that for you to see Nick come back in, you go forward, take some big marks, kick a couple of goals, and as you said, that pressure, I think you've laid 12 tackles in 2 weeks as well.
Yeah, it helps when it's wet. Everyone's a bit more fumbly and everyone goes back down to my pace, the slow ruckman. So, but no, it's really good to sort of be able to seem like it works so far with me and Nick, and hopefully I can hold my spot for another week, and if I keep having influence as a forward, hopefully I can hold my spot.
How do you assess yourself as a forward when you do have to go forward to those snaps?
Yeah, it's pretty much winning or halving contest and not being a liability, I suppose, on defence. So being able to put pressure on, and it's a bonus if I can mark it and kick a goal, but if I can help free up Jack Darling to take a mark, or Josh Kennedy to take a mark, or put pressure on and bring the ball to the ground for the small forwards to get to work, then that's sort of how I review it. And I have been working pretty closely with Jamie Graham the last few weeks, knowing that Nick is coming back, and for me to keep my spot I need to be able to sort of have influence as a forward.
Have you been nervous about becoming a forward, because you've been a ruckman?
Yeah, I've sort of throughout my career I've had to have stints as a forward. I think in 2013 I was a forward, in 2015 I was a bit of a forward as well. So it's one of those things that you just got to put time into. You spend a big part of your career trying to establish yourself as a ruckman, and from there it's I came to West Coast knowing that Nick was coming back, so knowing that if I was going to get a game it needed to have influence as a forward. So that's pretty much what my mindset is, without losing anything in the ruck as well, because that's probably going to be my point of difference between me and someone else who can play, is the fact that I can help him out in the ruck.
Sorry, where do you think your footy's at regarding your whole career at this stage with the Eagles?
I'm just pumped to be a part of a winning team at the moment, and to keep getting selected and hopefully helping the team win. To be at the top of the ladder, like top end of the ladder, and finals being a realistic thing is something I've never had in my career, and I still feel a bit weird when guys talk about finals coming and not booking holidays in September, because my whole career has been pretty much, I think we've come 9th once in my career. So mate, I'm just loving showing up every Monday and with a smile on your face, because we've put in good effort on the weekend. With
that mindset, like everyone else says, you go into every game for the whole career believing you can win, hoping you win, but now you're going into each game knowing you probably should win. Is it different to when you're playing in teams that weren't making finals?
I suppose you go into it's your role as a player to go into every game thinking you can win, but when there's such a mountain of work behind it, and the boys you're a part of a team with so many good players, it's exciting to know you're going into every game like expecting to win, and you can walk a little bit taller when there's guys like Nick Nat in the team, and McGovern in the team, and Kennedy and Darling and Yo and Shuey. Like, there's just so many players in the team that are just impressive and can win a game off their own boot.
It's the carrot for you at the end of the year, knowing if you keep playing well, finals are there for you and the opportunity to do what you haven't done.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to be able to be a part of a final series, and I'd just love to be a part of a team playing week in, week out and winning games. It's a pretty good job to have, and especially when you're winning, it makes life a whole lot easier.
What's it like playing with players that have had that success last year? Are you feeding off them a bit?
Definitely. I think there's that underlying confidence and underlying belief that, so if there's games, I guess Melbourne and Adelaide, games like that, where the chips have been down and you just don't ever feel out of it because you know there's that underlying confidence that we can come back and you know, you can feed off that. Like I've never haven't had that a lot in my career, so you can feed off that when players never feel out of it, and you can tell by the way they play. It's awesome to be part of.
Shed and Natanui, Gaffer all are in the best on ground on the weekend. How much has it been propelled, or have you noticed from those three guys in the group knowing they want to get back there considering they missed out last year?
I think that's sort of their self-motivation, that's internal. They have been no different. I can't speak on behalf. I wasn't there last year, but mate, they're three awesome people and awesome characters and unbelievable footballers. So you add those three players to any team and they're going to be playing well. But I think obviously for them there'd be that underlying drive and underlying burning. But like I said, I wasn't here last year, but they've been first class this year.
Tom, during the second quarter, the really good quarter for obviously the team, you took a really good mark coming down from Dom's sheet. It's been nominated for Mark of the Week. Is that one that you sort of go into Simo and say, yeah, look, I can perform in that forward role as you want me to?
Anytime I take Mark of the Week, it's probably not a very good marking weekend. I just, like I said, if I can make a contest and if I can catch a couple, it makes my job a bit easier because I don't have to chase as well. So, like I said, yeah, just hoping to have influence on the game as a forward. How about Jared Cameron? You spent a bit of time down in the forward line. He had 4 kicks for 4 goals. Is he a Monty to win the Rising Star nomination this week? I'd have to be close. I think another player might kick 5 on the weekend, but mate, Camo's he's a star. He's a character around the club, and I think you guys saw with a few of his celebrations, he lets the occasion. He loves the occasion. So whether he wins it or not, it doesn't matter. He's just the way he's been performing and coming to the team, and he's fit so seamlessly into it, and the pressure that he puts on, and I think his goals are a result of his hard work that he puts on around the ground.
Just with those celebrations, Adam Simpson said at his post-match press conference that some of the leadership team might need to rein his celebrations in. Talk to him about reining celebrations in. Do you have a word to him, or how do you think that plays out?
I think a few of the guys will maybe have a chat to him. I think he just sort of let the occasion get to him a little bit, and it's good to see so much raw emotion in the game still, and it's really, I love seeing the young players sort of unadulterated and just sort of going for it. But he's a good kid, and he's super humble when it comes to the right times, and he's also a character, so it's nice to see a bit of cheekiness coming out. Tom, you mentioned the lack of success, and I think it's 90 games you've played and you haven't played a final, and Gold Coast and St Kilda you didn't taste obviously September, but what's it done for your career coming to a club now that has that expectation to be in September every single year? Has it sort of rejuvenated your career? Yeah, I'd like to not think that my career needed rejuvenation, but yeah, it's just one of those things that it's awesome. It's just an exciting time, and you have a look at the facilities that we're in, and just the coming into a club that's won a flag. It's a pretty bubbling place, and to come into an interstate team where the supporters are so vocal and so abundant, just everywhere you go there's West Coast supporters. It's pretty humbling and pretty incredible. So yeah, I'm loving every minute of being over here, and hopefully I can stick around for as long as I can.
What about taking on Grundy this Friday night? How do you and Nick approach that challenge?
Yeah, it's he's probably top 2 ruckman in the comp with him and Gawn at the moment, and he's been playing some incredible football, and he's rucking really well. So we'll come up with a really good plan, and you know, hopefully Nick can shoulder the work and jump all over him. But I'm just, yeah, we'll come up with a good plan and try and nullify his influence around the game, because when he plays well, generally Collingwood plays well.
The Pies haven't been in good form. What are you expecting from them this Friday night?
Oh mate, they're still a top 4 team, and I think they got beat by Hawthorn by a goal, and it's end of the world. We beat Hawthorn by a goal with a minute to go. So I think that probably proves the closeness of the competition. It's one of those sort of any given Sundays where any team on their day can win. So Collingwood are a quality outfit with some unbelievable players, and they're last year's grand finalists, and they've in the top first 10 weeks they were winning the flag this year. So we're expecting their best, and we're going to try and put our best to keep our season going.
Did you have any pre-warning that Tom Barrass and Jeremy McGovern were going to do the Harry Eye pants either side with the trophy?
No, I didn't. It wasn't until we got in the showers and they saw the photo come out that they had a chuckle. But no, the boys are characters, and probably wasn't the most flattering photo of Big Gov. He looked about 3 metres wide, but no, it's good fun. The boys are classic.
Channeling a bit of Matthew Lloyd, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.